Welcome back to the channel, Bob here, and today we're going to talk about the top 5 things that I love about my Triumph T120 Bonneville, this one being a 2017 model. Coming in at number 1, it would have to be the quintessential parallel twin looks of that classic British motorcycle from the 1930s through to the 60s and 70s. It's a look that continues to be emulated by many even to this day, with companies like Enfield and Norton and obviously Triumph still making many of their bikes along this classic look. From the chrome pipes to the pea-shooter exhausts, the flat bench seat, the look of the traditional guards and the grab rail, the tank style and the knee pads, the gated forks and the spoked wheels, everything just screams British style, and I really like that look. Number 2 would have to be the uncluttered finish. The way in which they've made this bike, and lots of the Triumph bikes of the modern era, it looks so clean and uncluttered. From the pipes through to the faux carburettor, it all looks so clean and tidy. I like the way that they've done things like the plumbing and the wiring, and that things are just so hidden and not too busy on the eye. It looks really good to me. In comparison, you think of how Harley-Davidson's new liquid-cooled platform that's used in the Pan America, but more so the Nightster and the Sportster 1250S, it's just so cluttered with pipes and wires and parts of body plastic sticking out everywhere. And I just think that Triumph, even with their adventure bikes, as well as their classic line, put a lot of work into making the bikes look really tidy and clutter-free. This includes things like the double-walled exhaust pipe, so that you don't get any bluing, you don't get any heat marks coming through the pipes from the inside to the outside. I used to have the 2003 790 T100 Bonneville a few years ago, and they would discolor up quite badly like the Bonnevilles from the 60s and 70s used to. So just simple things like that, where they've gone the extra mile to make their design and functionality work to give a consistent clean look. Coming in at number 3, and you're not going to believe this, but the way that you get this seat off is by putting a key into that lock, turning it in that direction, to then pretty much just lift off the seat one-handed. Now the reason I point this one out is because the seat lock on the older Bonnevilles, from when they started remaking them from 2002 to 15, used to be fitted on with 2 bolts under the rear of the seat, and people used to have to swap them out for longer ones like I did, or you get bolt kits with knurled handles and all those sorts of things, because it was such a pain to have to get your tools out to reach under the seat just to get the seat off. So thanks Triumph for a more simple seat removal design. Now this 2017 Bonneville T120 has got some really useful modern conveniences. Coming in at number 4, you've got things like the cruise control, you've got some heated grips, you've got ABS, and you've got a couple of rider modes with traction control levels of rain and road mode. There's a couple of LCD screens with lots of great information like a clock and a fuel indicator, and a nice daytime LED running light at the front. There's the liquid cooling for smooth running. You've got modern tyre design and sizes for good grip and handling, and all wrapped up within that classic looking package. And the 5th thing I like about my T120 is the way that the bike rides, the way that the bike fits me. It's comfortable, the peg position, the handlebar position, and the seat all fit in that nice rider triangle that lets you either ride for a few minutes, hours, or even days without getting off feeling too fatigued. Now obviously with a bike like this you're going to be in the wind, but with the small screen that I've fitted, it does make it more comfortable. And with the cruise control and the handling, it's nice and light for the bike of this size, a 1200cc. It just makes riding so effortless. I have been thinking about changing to something else, but I'm really not too sure, as I think that this bike really does everything so well. Check out my other video on the 5 things that I really hate about my T120.